How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Skyrim comparison video. Today I'm going to be going over the Dawnguard versus the vampires. Which one should you be joining? Now, I know this video is going to be a very controversial one. A lot of people swear by either side, so I just want to say that this video is my opinion along with a lot of the facts, the upsides and the downsides for both of them. So again, if you're going to go into the comments and start telling me I'm biased, yeah, you're right. This is my opinion. So let's start off with the Dawnguard. Should you join them? So the benefits to joining the Dawnguard is you do get a cool, unique armor set and some weapons that you can use, along with a free crossbow and the ability to use enhanced crossbows and all of the crossbow bolts that you can get. If you choose to go with the vampire side of things, you can't really get crossbow bolts very easily, because you can only really craft them or buy them from the Dawnguard, aside from dwarven bolts that you get from the dwarven automatons, or you can get some steel bolts occasionally if you get attacked by random Dawnguard. And the crossbow is a very powerful early game weapon, especially if you get it at level 9, which level 9 is when you can start to join it. If you get it right then, that is easily better than any bow you could get at that stage in the game. As a matter of fact, I made a video talking about crossbows versus bows, and I concluded that aside from the late game, I'm talking level 30 to 40 to 50, crossbows are probably good up until then. They're even better than bows up until level 40. Unless you super strongly invest into bows, the DPS is gonna be higher for the crossbows just because they do a lot more damage, and you have to really invest into archery to get bows to be better, but that is sort of besides the point of the vampire versus Dawnguard thing. That is a pretty big upside, of course. There's also some unique quests that you can't get if you join the vampire side. There's gonna be unique quests that you miss out on if you join the Dawnguard and if you join the vampire, so either way, you're missing out on unique stuff. But I think the whole buying a armored troll or one of those dogs, I think that is so cool that you can do that in the Dawnguard. Granted, it's not really worth it unless you do it very early game, because they kind of get in the way and it's a lot of money, and I actually bought one a couple times. One time he died completely on accident. The other time I had to kill him because he wouldn't stop, he kept blocking the exit to the dungeon and I had to kill him, get him out of my way. So if you're looking at it from a role-playing perspective, in my opinion, you would always want to join the Dawnguard. If you're role-playing as a character who is anybody who would even consider joining the Dawnguard or the vampires, you should really choose the Dawnguard. Unless you're doing a necromancer or a vampire, then of course choose the vampires, but we're not really looking at it from a role-playing perspective. If you join the vampire side of things, you get a lot more sort of insights into what goes on during the questline. If you join the Dawnguard, it's kind of you versus the vampires, but if you join the vampires, it's kind of not even you versus the Dawnguard. The Dawnguard is kind of just a mild annoyance to them. In fact, if you join the Dawnguard and then choose the path of the vampires, you don't actually really even think about them again for a very long time until you get back to the moth priest thing. I think that's kind of funny. On the vampire side of things, you obviously get the vampire lord. I mean, you can get the vampire lord either way, but you can actually use the blood chalice to complete quests and do stuff that can make the vampire lord more viable and make being a vampire more powerful as well. Being a vampire is kind of fun in Skyrim. It does have its disadvantages. I made a video talking about vampire versus werewolf. That was a controversial video, but yeah, I think being a vampire is kind of cool. It has a lot of downsides, and it's not necessarily always worth it, but if you join the vampire side of things, it can become more powerful and more worth it. And there's also the whole Ariel's bow thing. You can, I think it's kind of cool to use that as a vampire, just have complete control over the sun. I think that's really, really sick. And just going through things with the sort of idea of, being a vampire is kind of cool. I mean, really, aside from a roleplay perspective, I wouldn't really say that either choice is completely better than the other one. If you choose the Dawnguard, you can get some Radiant quests to hunt down vampire people. I think that's kind of cool. If you join the vampire side of things, I never actually did the vampire Radiant quests because I never really thought about it, but there is a lot more of them. And if you ask me, joining the Dawnguard, it just feels like joining just another guild in the game. It just feels like joining, the companions, but you hunt vampires, I guess. Joining the vampire side of things, it feels really, really cool. It feels like you get all of these abilities. You're joining, you get this new kind of way of playing the game. It's not just joining the guild, getting some unique weapons and, stuff. You actually get a lot of abilities, and there's downsides to it, there's upsides. There's a lot of strategy to it, and I think it's really, really really fun playing the game, you know, more of a, you know, strategical way of playing. So at the end of the day, if you're looking at it from like an objective gameplay perspective, are you gonna have more fun joining the vampire side of things or the Dawnguard? You're gonna have more fun joining the vampire side of things. That's kind of not even my opinion, that's just fact. Joining the Dawnguard isn't extremely unique. It's not extremely fun. And again, if you disagree, please let me know. Please tell me why. Because I did actually complete the Dawnguard questline on my channel. I don't know if that video is out already. It should be. It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. But doing the vampire side is what I always do, and it's always a lot more fun. It just feels like a more unique thing. It's kind of like the question of, should you kill the Dog Brotherhood or join them? It's like, obviously join them. It's the more fun option. Yeah, like I said, in my opinion, I would rather be a vampire than not, because it gives a unique experience. But yeah, I'm basically just repeating myself at this point. There's not too much to really go over, really. It's basically, do you rather have the full maximum capabilities of a vampire lord and all of the abilities that comes with, or would you rather have crossbows? Yeah, just crossbows. Would you rather be a sick ass overpowered vampire lord or shoot a cute little gun? That's basically what it comes down to. But yeah, I did a video talking about a lot of other stuff like this. Like I said, vampire versus werewolf. I made a video talking about stormcloaks versus imperials, one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, light armor versus heavy armor. I made a lot of comparison videos, so if you're into that stuff, make sure you consider subscribing, because if I haven't posted it already, you can bet your ass I'm gonna make a video on it. I love these discussion videos. They get lots of views, they get lots of engagement. It's really fun for me. So yeah, drop a sub and stay tuned for the next one. Peace out.